Now to Nigeria, where another abduction has taken place. This time, a Catholic school was targeted. Both students and staff were taken. It happened at St. Mary's School in Agwara. The school served children between 12 and 17 years old. Gunmen attacked the school early this morning. As of right now, no one has claimed responsibility. One girl escaped, and her sister spoke to the media earlier today.
I don't even know how they are feeling, especially my sister. I'm very, very sure that she's going through a very rough. In fact, I don't even want to call her for now. Maybe later I can have a conversation with her.
Representative Chris Smith of New Jersey joins me now. Congressman, I want to get your reaction to reports that gunmen attacked a Catholic boarding school in a western region of Nigeria, and local media say 52 children have been abducted.
Yes, Veronica, we actually got a correspondence from the diocese there. And you're right, 52 kids at least have been abducted. And again, this was done at 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning. They used the element of surprise. And just 2 days ago, I met with a very high level of Nigerian leaders, including the Attorney General, their top military people, intel people, 15 in all, for 2 hours. And they claimed that nobody was being abducted or killed because of their faith. The evidence absolutely says the otherwise.
Religious persecution in Nigeria has dramatically increased. Congressman, this is your 12th hearing on religious persecution there. What distinguishes this moment from previous years of violence against Christians?
If you're a moderate Muslim or a Christian, you're fair game for these very extreme radical Islamist organizations like the Fulani, the Boko Haram, and ISIS West Africa. And I focused my hearing yesterday very much on the fact that the country of particular concern designation by our president, Trump, was so necessary. We need a plan of action. We want to work with them, frankly, to stop this horrible cruelty. I've had 12 hearings on. I've been there 3 times. I met with some of the greatest clerics ever, including Archbishop Kegama, who at the time was in Jos, went to 5 firebombed Catholic churches. And they claim none of this is based on religious animosity. Of course it is.
Now, of course, you mentioned the president designated Nigeria as the country of particular concern, is being called historic. So if Nigeria fails to meet the benchmarks associated with the CPC status, what additional measures, economic, diplomatic, or security related, do you believe the United States should be prepared to consider?
Well, everything is on the table, according to the president. But in the past, and even our great ambassador to the United States, Michael Waltz, he was a Green Beret, 26 years in the military. He was deployed to Nigeria to help the Nigerians with very, very serious counterinsurgency training. And as a matter of fact, the Nigerian SEALs team, he was helping them to rescue young women who had been abducted by Boko Haram. The problem was during the Biden administration, there was a hands-off. They said there's no religious persecution happening there. And again, the CPC makes very clear, the government doesn't have to be doing it, but if they look the other way and they enable it by their inaction, they are liable to the sanctions embedded in the International Religious Freedom Act. And I conveyed that as strongly as I could to the delegation. Our hearing made it very clear that we stand in solidarity with the oppressed and not with the oppressor. And the oppressors are growing in number. And so long as you put your hands in the pockets or do a minimalist effort to stop them, they will only proliferate and do more killings and rapes. They rape these girls when they're abducted. They force them to become Muslims. And as I think you may know, in one of my hearings, I had a man that was forced, he didn't do it, to renounce his faith. They put an AK-47 into his side of his face, and he said, I'm not going to renounce my faith, and they pulled the trigger. He survived. I brought him over here to testify. It was an amazing hearing to hear his courage. This man who is from Jos, which is again where Archbishop Kegama used to be. And this week, as you know, we had Bishop Anagbe testify.
Well, it's a story we will continue to cover. Please keep us posted. Congressman Chris Smith, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.